out if this very dead body buried has a particular disease on it before it was buried. It will be a problem then for the community that could also spread to enter into other communities about. So, looking at the situation medically, it is not acceptable for dead bodies to be buried in the homes of the people that live in.
Ahimfo na omo frɛ na wamba no sesia no omo san betenase na se omo anto anamo amba na miesese ye no ya anya nsunsuanso a ebe frichi ebe ba no ebe yekese nti wei enkoma obia ewo nkran asase so anase gadangbi asase so se enyama bi wo ho a obeya esese wotu anamo na wo behia mpenimfo na nia ese fata se yebe ye amaw na nia wo pese wo ye bia wetimi aye no na omo aye amaw.
Mena ukasa die opani a friend KofiWusu Boahi, former abusuapani of the Ekwana family. Opani no says wadoge yifo no nkranfo no wachiro mo kafia papa krata ye da hoi eye krata efri Gborbu Wulomo nkranfo ahemfo no aso ya omde sema abusuapani KofiWusu se ene ya wo nkomo hia no so omra no metoto ensemba ko omra no mebonkuro sampa so omde hye Charles Kwadwofosu osie no isle gonfie wa mpanifo tenase ya opani a friend KofiWusu Boahi wa ma Victor KofiWusu Boahi wa ma sese watwa musulia na ofa highway no so a poster manfo aye ni poster manfo ya eno circulate pa community announcement public notice. The individual shown below is no longer the abusuapani family head of the Kwana Bushia, but the decision of the family and elders, he no longer holds the position. Effective immediately, he will now be recognized as KofiWusu Boahi. Eti sa and isitia. Ano masa actually common floor member. Asemo. This notice is issued to inform the public and all members of the Kwana Bushia. Anyways, eti se na mesi kanon. Nananom tenase Gborbu Wulomo mpanifo gandangbe omo tenase a se omo twen se KofiWusu Boahi opani KofiWusu Boahi obeba na nka omatoto nano na nka omahu se eyampa se Charles Kwadwofosu omusie no ewo ni isle gonfie o yo isle gon ha opani na ma na emom mpanifo edi nsemba kumeni bia edi atomframam edi ama ko na bushia no omatete se omayi KofiWusu Boahi ne nase akonya ne nase mpaboa se oye busuapani se sa ne sitie de a eno nti na busuapani ana ex busuapani KofiWusu wa ma ne de a ene omoto nkra edi ama ekona bushia ne se sompo ombe hia obi a oboba be kire won se ampa ba bia isi dade ne se eye fie ho se enye fie ho etisane sitie me pacho yenke bibi kakra from mpanifo ebra omotena se a na omohwe ne mu se opani KofiWusu Boahi anko betima aba nanka waba be kire ana waba na omatoto na no ensemba ko mienu bi omde to mframam.
It is dirty to have dead bodies coming closer to our deities. We do not permit that, and the spirits around us also do not permit that. If you do that, you have to pacify not just the land, but you pacify the deities, and you have to pacify the traditional leadership that have control over the territory that this very body has been buried. When you come out of that, environmentally, it is also against the laws of the state and against the laws of the community that this has been done. One, if the body begins to rot in the ground, water that is from this very body can seep down into the soil. To cut it short from here, imagine the one who stays next door has a borehole that provides water for the household that he resides in. This dead body, water from it can seep down and, destroy the good ones that has to be tapped out of the soil. So we talk about this as a degradation of the environment. Number two, what about if this very dead body buried has a particular disease on it before it was buried? It will be a problem then for the community that could also spread to enter into other communities about. So, looking at the situation medically, it is not acceptable for dead bodies to be buried in the homes of the people that live in. Number three, it is again not acceptable for this to be done. If you have to do such a thing, you will have to consult government, and government must give you a permit at least before you can do such a thing. But although we have government, we have allodial powers that is also recognized by the same government. So government cannot give a permit to somebody to be buried in his home when the leadership of the allodial owners of the land are not in the know. They have to be informed before such a thing can be done. Like I said before, Ga people do not tolerate such a thing, and the Dangme people also don't tolerate such a thing. It is given as an issue that seriously has to be debated upon before something like that can be done. So when we heard about this, and we were, like I said, reliably informed, we tried to get into contact with Abusuapenyin Victor Wusu, known as Tupac, to raise the awareness that we have had and put it into his thinking that we don't tolerate such a thing. So today, we were expecting that the invitation extended to him to appear here this morning could be honored. We have sat for some time. He had not arrived. But there are rumors, and some say there are informations that the said Abusuapenyin Victor Owusu has been removed as head of family. That is what has come to us. But we are saying that if Owusu Tupac could not come here, the body is still remaining in the soil. So whether Owusu comes or Owusu doesn't come, there can be a next head of family to lead the deceased Daddy Lumba. We are saying The body over there is what we are talking about. So, legally, we will extend invitation to the same family, whether they have a family head or they don't have a family head. We will extend message to them to appear here, because if the body is removed from the soil, they will still have to pacify the deities of the land, and then pacify the community, and then answer questions that we are going to put before them. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, elders of Nungwa, we would not like to speak too much or talk too much on this, but this is the information. We will still invite the family to appear here, so that this very matter can be well addressed and well resolved. Thank you very much.
Enti sa ne sitie se busuapani KofiWusu. Oh yeah. Se me da so friend busuapani. Opani KofiWusu. Se o matete so o mayi ni to ase akonya. O mo de enye ho no mo hwe. O mbesa atro akwa goma akona busua no. O mo hia o mo. Ade na akoso no. Se sa ne tie a e wo se pacification apaye ekoso edema 1 mantem ho abosoma omowo mantem ho kromani na ana afeso e wo so yi nsem ba ko mienu bi ano de nti krom go ye bibisa ombetu afiri wo omopomu mpo ombetu apaye e so mo ye ni na eni nti sa ne sitie na empanifo 1 or 2 bi so kasa abranche yesu atugya bi edi famframam edi ma ex abusuapani opani KofiWusu boy
we de na no ma sempanifo achichire mo anaso makana enkra kasem makan do kasem na we de ba twi kasem so a edi na no mo eka edi akire abusuapani Tupac eni Lumba mekanisi ye se ifia o masi ni chichire mo mo ene se
yo minia medam nyina se mo etimi abahase ababedi BBC hu adanse na first of all no anka min church mu twi mu because amuba nkran mu mpese mu church musua ye kasa no ya nti for the sake of yenuanom no minim se nya ye Ghana for nti me church mu amam kakra ye mpenimfo ne kan no ana before me sha ase no me pese meda ye imrante hini ase ewo anamontu a watu waya de pa me say asemwe eba yi na anka omode ya ye nana gamanche ni te kochu anka omode ya no a onka afi wo ho but ye papa we na wabomodin watu anamu wo ho a ene ye nyina ne a ese a efata no ya ba be pie mu ewo Gborbu yo mu fie nti meda nase afin so nia esi wo ho ani se anase nia mpenimfo ne kan ya ni se yen as gadang before no yen di ntumu se ye besie obi ewo yasa ase so especially ewo ni fie na ye wo places a ya prescribe for baby a ye besie nipa anase ya kire baby a ye besie nipa nti ye wo private places so a ye de sie nipa na enye se obi fie eyesa na wo de fi aka ye deities no ye nananom ene ye busuma ye wo ha sei no afin so ye tradition no ana ye customs no enkyere sa now omo koso kire mu say even in the constitution of Ghana no ye ngintum say ye betie efun ewo efie mu na bibi a ye sie efun wo bia ya kire bibi a ye sie efun wo ene nsunsuanso a saa nyama no kra efa so de ba enti ewo ye law mu no ye nyesa na impo se ebe yesa na ye wo anamu ayeto se government be ma permit afin so government ma permit a bebi a wo kwa akosie nipa no wo no eye ebimu asase so enti saa nkofo no a omo ye the traditional owners of the land no esese mutu anamo na mu invite omu nso emfambra na amane a ewo ho a esese omu ye ansa omu aye saa esiye na nka omu aye but in this case no omu ntimi anya bibisa wei abeye ohaw e de amaye as gadang before inti ye fa akonya wei so aka che to park ebusuan penin to park say ade wei no esese oba no be yi ni ho ano na se wamba ahimfo na obo frɛ na wamba no sesia no omo san betena se na se omo anto anamo amba na ni esese ye no ya anya nsunsuanso a ebe frichi ebe ba no ebe yekese nti wei enkoma obia ewo nkran asase so anase gadangbi asase so se enyama bi wo ho a obeya esese wutu anamo na wo be hia mpenimfo na nia ese fata se yebe ye amaw na nia wo pese wo ye bia wetimi aye no na omo aye amaw nti etie mu nyina yesi nia aye omo aye no eti aye amamre ewo gadangbi asase so kakra mpenimfo ne kan
na se ko ba se omo am hanum anase bi ye saa kwa na se onipa ko no entinensi ha edi na wo ho a na sasotwe be na ewo ma nipa no
yo eno no bebi a wo bi age se wonti nkran asase so na se wo nkran asase so dia ende ye nso ye wo traditional laws a govern gadangbe ni nyina enti ye betu wanamo enti na mpenimfo ne say ombehia the whole of the gadangbe state na mpenimfo na omo atenase na omo adwe hu na mo ehu kwan ombefa so enti oho ne dia asotwe ni de me nka bibia amfa won sesia na definitely mpenimfo ne tenase na omo dwindwin ho a ne ebe free member bia ye be mama sante.
Okay na nanam tenase na wantimi amepie mo no aha na nanom na mpenimfo na ha wo ma na ne wantimi ama no
yes ebe ha yen mpenimfo no aha mu na yen as nkwala ye wo mpenimfo ne ho nya kra ebe ha yen if you say yes na kire say omo anche obuo what you say yes na kire say omo anche obuo enya depa if you say wo obi krom na ye wo saying be say when you go to Roman you do what the Romans do nti wo obi krom a nia ese amamre ese fata say obeye no anase ne omo ye wo ho bia na nhihye a ewo ho a omo be kire wo no na wo nso waye na say asumdu aba na bibia ye kama.
Okay we dey obey question we no man first year ehunu say emrantie akopi mo the field na nipa bi susu say omkwakoye yakayaka de bi na nipa bi susu bi omkoye omkodi bibi ewo ho no ase bi omkoye nsamone bi wo ho say na nchiremu na say konom koye ne nchirase pa no ene say
yo ye emrantie hine ne de enye se okwakoye ntutrasem wo de bi onte sa oye emrantie hine na onu na sede pa ni se obehwe se emrantie ene mama awa omuti gadangbe se ne be ya omu befa omuntuma pafra ana se omu betutu omu anamu
okay me pa chawo busua pani openi confuse wa ana invitation or the gan adangbe for anim ayefom or the nachi ana achire won aye omoya na mo mpanimfo na kasa yemu na om say ombesa so atonkra e de akọ ekọ na abusua no mu biom omumra omuhia om se ampampa se Charles Kojofosu erade mfa de krensie se islegon ho ana musie na ommetu omefom ade mfanko omefom ade mfanko ai omefom ade mfanko enti no sa anesitie ai yi poster enam from no na yesi no oye common floor member amamfo kansemo but anyways enti sa anesitie mpanifo akasa aha omakasa mame hu adwenkyere kakra mepa chawo comment section ho ewo openi KofiWusu boahin Victor KofiWusu boahin sese wode nananu mpanimfo anim ayefom watwia fom so okokora ai sese mayi na afiri ho sebusua pani a se hwan na beko ana mpanimfo nso so omesa so atonkranti another second invitation besa akọ abusua no mu na ho no ye behwe de obepie aba minim so mo interim abusuapani for now dia ono be responde but ma me fa highway no so na me hwe update aba beda ho me de ebe to phone bia so e de bebremo why me da mase